Hey, what's good, everybody? So, with summertime being over and kids going back to school and parents back to work and people having to put dinner together and wanting to get some quick, simple things going, today, thought I'd show you how to do my chicken marsala. Now, before we get into the ingredients, if you like these types of videos, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that bell so you can get notifications for the next time I post a video. All right, y'all, let's get into these ingredients real quick. Obviously, this dish is called chicken marsala. So chicken is going to be the star of the show here. I opted for the thighs, little skin on here. A lot of great flavor, tender and juicy. Plus, I like my dark meat. But hey, if you want to use chicken breasts, you can certainly use those as well. They'll work just as fine. Marsala, key ingredient here. This is a cooking wine. It's going to add some nuttiness, a very rich flavor to this dish, a must-have. Got a little bit of heavy cream. We've got some potato starch that we're going to coat our chicken in. It's going to give it a nice golden brown, slight crunch. Paprika, salt, pepper. We've got some fresh thyme, one of my favorite herbs to use, nice and earthy, really going to round out the dish. We've got some baby bella mushrooms here. Some we're going to quarter, some we're going to slice, just to add some different textures to the dish itself. Parsley to finish. We've got some chicken base here that's going to really intensify the chicken flavor. And then some garlic and shallot here. 2 cloves of garlic, half of a medium shallot. So we're gonna go ahead, dice up our shallots, dice up our garlic. We're gonna slice some of these mushrooms, and then we're gonna get into the cooking part of this. All right, guys, we're gonna start with about 2 cups of mushrooms. Some of these we're gonna slice really thin, and some we're just gonna quarter. This is just gonna give us some texture for our dish. Some of these thin ones are gonna kind of just be really soft and melt right into the dish, whereas the ones that we quarter up, they'll be a little bit thicker, provide a little bite. Now, if you don't like portobellos or baby bellas in this case, you can certainly use button mushrooms, white mushrooms. If you have a favorite mushroom, feel free to switch it up. It's totally up to you. Now that we got the grunt work out of the way, our garlic, shallots, and mushrooms are all sliced, diced, minced, and chopped. It's time to get into our chicken, the star of the show here. Again, chicken thighs for me. I love my dark meat, but use whatever you like. We're going to season this with salt, a little bit of black pepper on there, and then we're going to get some paprika on there, regular, not the smoked. We'll save that for something else, but we want to make sure we season generously on both sides. Once we've got that done, we're going to use those same 3 seasonings and season our potato starch, because what's the point of seasoning if we're not going to season everything? We're trying to build layers of flavor here. So put that chicken into the potato starch. We want to make sure we get both sides thoroughly coated, shake off any excess, and now we're going to get ready to fry this up. In a saute pan on a medium-high heat, we're going to put in some olive oil, about 3 tablespoons, get that nice and warm. Once it's to a nice shimmer, we're going to go ahead and add in that chicken. Now, time here depends, right? I like a medium-high heat here. I don't know how many times people tell me that while they're searing, the meat sticks, they can't get it off the pan like this right here. Look, it's not ready. Let it sit, and it'll tell you when it's ready to go. If you see it smoke and everything, go ahead, cut that heat back. But about 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to get a nice golden brown color. It's going to flip real easy, just like this. And then we're going to cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes. It's not going to be all the way done. So it's mostly cooked. We're going to put that on a pan. We're going to finish that off in the oven at 375 until it's reached an internal temperature of 160. Same pan, go in with your shallots and your garlic. We're going to give that a good mix. Make sure we're scraping up all that flavor off the bottom of the pan. We don't want to lose any of that. That is good stuff there. Once we got those nice and fragrant, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in those 2 cups of sliced mushrooms that we did earlier. Give that a quick toss and everything. Make sure they're coated in the oil, the garlic, and the shallots. You should really start to have a great smell in your kitchen right about now. Just enjoy those aromas while you can. As we get that all coated, we're going to go ahead, add in about a half a tablespoon of our chicken base. This is just to really intensify the chicken flavor here. Again, give it a good stir, get everything nice and coated, mixed together thoroughly. We want to make sure we're building those flavor levels here. Once that's ready, we're going to go ahead and deglaze with our marsala. Once we add that in, again, another quick stir. Let that reduce just a little bit. We'll go ahead, we'll season that up again with a little bit of more salt, pepper, and then some fresh thyme. Thyme is really going to add a nice earthy note to this, and it's really going to bring out all the flavors in this dish. Once we've got that all combined, it's time for our heavy cream. We're going to go in with about a half a cup of heavy cream here. Again, mixed together. We're going to let this reduce. We're always going to be checking for our seasoning throughout the process. Anytime you add a new ingredient to your dish, you want to check for that seasoning. So again, we're just going to let this simmer. We're going to reduce this down till we get a nice consistency. We want our sauces to be pourable, not horrible. What does that mean? It means when you pour it onto something, you want it to have a nice, consistent stream. You don't want it to be clunky and thick. Otherwise, we've overdone it and it's not going to do what we want it to do. Once we've reached our desired consistency, we're going to go ahead and finish our sauce with some butter. Again, this is just to add some sheen, some roundness, some fullness, and just finish out that flavor. Once we've got the butter all combined, our sauce is just about done. We'll go ahead, test it one last time for seasoning. Make sure you don't double dip if you're serving people, or if you do, use the other end of the spoon like I did, or you can just go ahead and get yourself some plastic spoons. Now it's time to plate up. I served this over bow tie pasta today, but again, whatever you like. There goes our chicken. We're going to top it with a little bit of our sauce here, and then we'll finish it off with a little bit of parsley to add some brightness and some color to the plate. And now here's our final dish, ready for tasting. And there it is, our quick and simple chicken marsala. One of my favorites to do, tender, juicy chicken pasta. Oh, the sauce on this is just phenomenal. The chicken, juicy and tender, little crunch to it. Enjoy it with a glass of wine. Now you can serve this over pasta or rice if you like, whatever you choose. But have some fun with it. And remember, all the specific measurements will be in the caption below. You can find the full recipe on my website. That link is in my bio. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next dish, y'all.